So I thought I was gonna make a video because no one's in here right now. So I thought I would show you the old, like some of the first of my original character paper dolls that I made. Keep them in this book. It's upside down. So, you know, you can look at how ugly they used to be. Let's see. Okay, I first started making my original characters that I use right now in 2006. So first we have Narke. No, Tarke. So let's get Narke right now. He looks like this. My very first Narke looks like this. He doesn't have ears because I forgot why. Just have to fix his head. I cut his ears off for some reason. So, you know, that's bad. Then I tried to make him again, and the head just got, like, wet or something, and it split in half, and that's why it almost looks worse than this one. It's, like, in worse shape, and he doesn't have ears again. Why am I cutting off all Narke's ears? Then I made this head, which also got wet and, like, ripped right here, so it's all messing up. But he started kind of looking more like himself. Then we got into, like, this groove where everybody started being fat. Like, look how wide his head is, and his eyes are too big, and they're so low. And then I cut his hair off because, I don't know, it was hard to make him. I didn't make him in the page with his hair going below his ears for some reason. This Narke, I never liked this head. And then it got, like, sprayed with oust or something because Ben was playing with it. Now his face is just moving downwards and it's getting wider. Wider and even bigger eyes. This is terrible. This looks terrible. Like, just look how stupid he looks. Look at this shit. And then I just made him again because, you know, we kept making new heads. Like, sometimes they look bad, so we just make them again. But that's terrible. Then we tried to have a milestone, but still, this is like the ugliest one yet. I don't know why. And then we got into another group of skinny days, but still, his hair looks so ridiculous. Everyone was skinny. Then, this was his head from, like, 2013. He was still really widescreen, but still. It looked better. It's just a little messed up, and now we have, you know, Narke like this. Next, we have Tarke. I usually have his hair up, but I don't have it up right now. This is his first head, or the best that I could reconstruct it, because it got really messed up at one point. So it's not that bad. Then I made him again. Then we cut him up for some reason. Now I've taped him back together. But I just didn't like the way it looked. I used this head a lot. He looked okay in this one. This was like, I made him as a teenager and then he started using the head because he liked it. And this was just another head of his. And he shaved bald for this one time. This 1 year. No one really knew why. Then he started kind of looking like a baby, obviously colored out of his eye line. Then this looks just stupid. Then we got into the 2010. He looks better. Then there's 2013. Then 2013 again when I thought I could make him look better. And now right now. Okay, here's Matarasuke. I don't know if you see like these little scratches on their face. That's because they were in a battle, so it's kind of like they got punched in the face. Okay. Look, I'm sorry about his first head, guys. It just got fucked up. When I first made him in the page, this hair that's over his eye like this, it was stuck. Like, I colored it black because I messed his eye up. That's the whole reason that he has this eye. I accidentally messed up his eye, so I just drew hair over it and colored it black. Then, like, with these crazy, weird, like, abilities with paper and shit, I ended up somehow ripping that part off and then making him have an eye. My hand is kind of shaking. I don't know why. And then just like reconstructing his face. This is like the only thing that's original. I then ripped his hair off, remade him some hair. It's just, I used this head too long. And for some reason back then, stuff that I played with used to rot. This is the tape. This is just tape. And it was like over this when I was like, I need to fix his head. Instead of making a new one, I just put tape in like a new eyeball and plastered it on top of that. Then later I pulled it off to try and see the old head again. Then he started getting this, like, ridiculous, long, like, huge hair. Like, just freaking stupid. See? Look at this. It's even, like, bigger now. Your eyes are tilting in. It looks dumb. And this, look how big his eyeball is! Oh my god! And I ripped off his hair because I thought it was really stupid, and I, like, went insane. And I was like, no! And I ripped it off. And look how, like, just chill out. Okay, then this was when we got to 2010. Got a little crazy, and I hated the way this head looked, so I made him a new head immediately. And it was okay. I mean, it's just kind of weird. And then 2013, and then I made 2013 again. Best head by far. But now he looks like this. Okay, next we're gonna do Kara. She's holding her baby right now, who's a little too old to be held, but she's just doing it. I don't know where her first head is. This is the inside of it. Like, when you clear tape something like this, you are able to, like, you can, if I try hard enough, like, I can split it. Like, her hair's doing it right now. I'm trying to show you. See how it's splitting like that? I could just rip her whole entire head in half. But that's where it happens, and I don't know where the front is. I just kill myself, so I'm sorry that you can't see the first Kara. Then this was a... I'm also missing, like, a middle one. I'm missing a lot of her heads. I don't know where they went. This just looks dumb. I don't know. Her eyes turned yellow. The marker was green, but it turned yellow. And she's colored really bad. And this one, she starts to kind of look like that. But it looks stupid. And then 2013... she looked kind of cute. Then I made her again to calm down how twisting her eyes were inward. And now it's her. Okay. We got Ryu. Yay! That's weird the way I said it. I didn't want to finish saying Ryuke. Here's his first head again, and like I did with all my bad guys' heads, I destroyed it. His eyes like spacing out. And then like I wanted to make him, instead of making him a new head, I put tape over it with new eyeballs. Like, why? Like I said, I put a tape over his face and then tried to call it new like I did with Mikarasuke, and it was just dumb. Made him a new head. He looks fucking dumb. Look how huge his head is, but I mean, I didn't like, these heads weren't on these bodies, of course. Their bodies were like shorter and fatter. Look how dirty my fingernails are. Fucking clean that shit. They just look like a big dumb derp. Then, oh yeah, his stripes used to do that, and it was like, I'm sorry, Rika, I have to say this, but it was a copy of Renkotsu from Inuyasha, and I just had to make it stop. It was such a ripoff. I'm ashamed that I copied that, so I tried to change it. Then it looked like this. Then 2013 looked a little less dumb. And then I made him another head in 2013, but I think it looks even weirder than this one. Does that not look freaking weird? That's the back of his head. The back, like, it's split from that. And that's just a teenage head, just for... Let's see, leaf. Also, she used to not have these. I came up with that later. So, her first head looks like that. It's not too bad, but I mean, it's really tapey and just painful looking. Then she looks all not taking time. Look at that eyeball. I messed up all over it. It's just like pinned with care. I think I'm missing a head or something. Maybe, I don't know. And she looked like that. She got beat up in this head. Then I tried to change her head because I was kind of getting bored of her like this. And I was trying to change her look or whatever, so her looked like that for a while. And then 2010 started to make her look like that. And then 2013 she looked like that. Siruke! I don't know why the hell this guy has so many heads, but he does. So, this is his first head. His hair used to look like this, but then this hairdo got boring, so that's when we changed it. But, man, it's been through hell. Look at this stuff peeling up. He's got whiteout to try and fix mess-ups. He looks like he got wet and just... He is bad. He's doing bad. Made him again on, like, weird-ass paper. Seriously. when did your eyes turn yellow? These are like brown. Well, I guess it probably just mixed with the pencil and then it turned all dark. And then he looked like this, and I really didn't like it when he looked like this. I did not like this head. Oh my god. See? Split. And then this is wet. It's because his hair was done with marker. And then I was like, no, let me change his damn hair. So then he changed to that. And he looks totally pissed off. I don't know why. He used to have a ponytail thing. He used to have a really long ponytail. It was like that long of hair. I cut it. Then I made him like this. Then I cut his hair some more. Look at his face is like all shrinking inward. Then look at it's doing it more because this skin was yellow, so I made him a new head. But he looked freaking dumb! Look at his eyeballs! They're too close. Then I made him in these days, but then like this eye was always messed up, so I was like, let me make it again. And then it still looks messed up, and so I was like, no. Let me try to make it again. And then I finally was like, just stop doing this and do this with his hair. That's when I made that choice. And also facial hair. And so now that's how he got that way. Let's see, Yaruke. Her first head is in good shape. Despite the fact that it got completely wet and her hair was done with marker and her whole face was black. You know? And then I had to fix it. I split the head. I rinsed it out, got all the water out, did her hair with a permanent marker. Didn't have to like recolor her stuff, but like, you know, just despite that happened and then I fixed it, it's crazy. She looks stupid right here. She got this new hairdo thing going on, but this is just like look how thick these are. Just stop. And then I was making her hair like removable so that I could change it, so that's why she's bald right here. But you can just look at her face. It's weird. And then I made her in those days. Well, it got better. And then I made her another head right after that because I didn't like how her eyes were. And she started being like that. But her head was really crooked. Like, I always noticed it. But, yeah, now she's good. Yoshina. Her first head is huge. Look how crooked her chin is. How did I not notice that? It's like a huge slope over here. She has no room for a mouth. Her eyes are completely crooked, like her whole face is leaning this way. But that's the first her I ever drew, and then I made her again. Looks a lot better, but still so smudgy. His eyes are huge! Huge! And stop with these ears. Fucking. Looks like she's looking up, and her nose is right between her eyeballs. Then I made that head. I just never liked it. And she looked all freaky. Her eyes are like drifting apart now. Now her eyes are too big. She had that problem a lot. I made her bangs like come off. You could scratch them off and then marker them back. That's why she has no bangs. But I mean, she doesn't look that bad. And then I tried to make her another head, and it's still like she looks so much cheek now. But it's good. All right, Kimashu. His first head is also huge. This is just blood, like in a battle. And I never took it off. But like he's got his original expression and everything. So, you know, it's weird. And then his eyeballs started to get all stupid out of hand. Then this, like, don't even put lines for your nose if you have no room for it. How can this camera even see this as a face? His eyeballs drifting. Scratch off hair again. And then he looked at this. So this is the best he ever looks beside this. Still cute, doll. Alright, let's see Zidane. He looked completely different because I once suddenly, like, recreated him. He used to look like this. His hair was brown. And just, he did not have fox ears. He was a fox, but he just didn't have fox ears. Then I just made him a new head, and it got all, this is like clear tape sticky stuff. I don't know, it's fucking up. Then I decided, let's make him like a fox. I colored his hair orange, and then I made like white tips of his hair, and then I made him grow ears. And it was pretty stupid. Like, why would you change his hair color? Foxes aren't even orange. Then I was like, okay, he looks fucking dumb. Tried to just recreate him completely. His hair is still orange and white tips. Like, why do you have white tips of your hair? Like, foxes only have white tips of their tails. Then he had this hair. head. And then I decided, nope, we're going back to brown, the original, and we're not doing the white tips. Oh, I shouldn't have filmed until it was focusing. It sees Hidake's face in the background. Okay, tell me. All my bad dudes, like my second team, had huge heads when I first made them. Her eyes just get out of hand. Like, look at this. Looks like she's looking up like she's fucking having a stroke. Is that offensive? I don't know. She has no chin at all. Then we got to the days where I had a little more brains, but still fucking stupid. Like, your nose almost looks painful. Then I finally did that with her eyeballs. Stopped tilting them inwards and tilted them out. Then I made her another head right after that. And she looked like that. Alright, Minaru. Woo! His first head looks like that. His hair was not doing this originally. It was doing the normal, you know, jaggy hairs. But I was like, we got so sick of that hairdo, so I flipped it up. It's kind of stupid. And then I was just making that head pretty much new and just improved. Then he started doing the piercings thing. And I stopped doing that. So, you know, smooth. He didn't have a mustache when I first made him either. He like got a mustache right around here. It might have been here. But look how big his eyeballs are. He looks so dumb. I take it back, you know. He doesn't look dumb compared to this one. This looks just idiotic. Alright? This just looks bad. Like, it didn't take any time. Then, you know, those days came around. Everything got a little bit better. And then, his nose is so tiny. That looks stupid. Then, 2013, and everything looked a little more normal. And then I had to make him a new head. And he's always doing something different with his bangs, you know? Look at him. Got the boots. The fur. Hidake. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. See how he's a human? He wasn't always a human. He had pointy ears, and I just made him a demon when I first made him. But he was so boring, he never had any powers. I never, like, played with him. I didn't play with him that much. It's weird considering he's one of my faves now. But, you know, yeah. I suddenly just decided, he doesn't even need to be a demon. Let's just make him a human. He seems like a human. Wasn't today, though. Look at these fucking fat-ass ears. His eyes are huge. Still going on. His eyeballs, man. He didn't have too many heads, though. Until we got to 2010, when I made him look like that. And that's when he really found himself, y'all. Yay. Fat head, man. And then his eyebrows scratched off, so I just drew them back with black, so he had some, but, you know, yeah. Binuka. Okay, I'm sorry. That was just an inside joke. Binuka. I changed her from her original self a lot. I don't know why. But in 2010, I kind of started doing that. It was dumb, but oh well. She looks like this now. Her hair was really light brown, and she had, like, short hair on the side, and she also had, like, this bob cut in the back. And she had just these enormous eyeballs that were just over the top. Just over the top, Minuka. And then see, finally I was like, no, let's make her look like this. Okay. But at least she still looks like her. Looks like her a little more now. She just has a little ponytail in. Nah. You guys see that plane? So Gunu, wait, hang on. Alright, I took his bandana off so you could just see himself, and his face is really scratched up from a battle, but first Gunu, here he goes. Yeah, you know, he looks good. I was coloring him in the page, like, when I was drawing him, and I colored tan all over his skin. Then Emily was like, I imagined him green! So I just took a green color, and I just colored right over that shit, too. So that's why it looks so shittily colored. Like, it's not mixing at all. And obviously, I colored a design. I can see the back of his hair coming through his head, because he shaved the back of his head for one thing, and colored it with a marker. Then, made him again, and decided maybe he shouldn't have eye pupils, so that I can make sure they're not crooked. Okay. And then See, he had 2 heads. It's like, that is pitiful. That is barely anything for half of these guys. All up until we got to 2010. Then you're just fucking dumb. But your eyes are too close! Then I made him again. You look like a dick! Okay, I'm sorry. You drew out the lines. Stop making this mouth. It's distracting me. And your head is just completely round. Why don't we just rip that shit off and use it as a basketball? Then I made him in 2013. Woo! Okay, we're good now. Just for fat. Omashi. I'm not taking his hat off. And if you haven't noticed, he grew this year. All of my kids, like if I make a kid for this world, every year, like at New Year's, okay, it's a little loud. New Year's, I make them grow bigger, so I make them a new head, like a new body, so that they grow every year, you know? So yeah, this is a new one from the last one that I have posted on my channel, which is him. First Omashi, he was 8 years old when I made him, and he looked like that. My tale about Omashi is I had a dream about him. Yep, so it actually got smaller because I noticed that was too big at first. I had a dream about him, and then I woke up and I drew him to life. Just, you know, usually the same expression. I didn't like this head. He had no cheeks. He dyed his hair white that once. That one time, that once. And then he had a really fucking wide head. And then I made him this year. Well, not 2016. I made him in 2015. And now he grew. Kaori. Stop being a bitch. Damn it. My first idea for her was to be a girlfriend for Zidane, but then I decided to quit on that because I thought it'd be stupid. Her hair is almost doing what Zidane's was doing, and it's just, I don't know. No. You look almost like you are related to him. I don't know how you were going to make her, how I was going to make her his girlfriend, but I decided, nope, she's going to be his cousin. Never got to finish that. I made her again way later. She looked like that with weird ass eyeballs. Then I made her 2013 where she looked better. Her hair's longer on this side than that side. I don't know why. It's just kind of weird. So I fixed it again. Laiwikwa, her first head, it's really different. I changed her a lot for an unknown reason. She used to have just really, like, way brighter orange hair. She had like 1,000 bubbles in her eyes. And her hair was different, but I decided I could do something else with her hair. A lot of times her hair was, like, I could take it off. Like, I can show you over here, see? So that's why her hair is like this. But I decided to go a little darker with her hair, and I just didn't want orange. Then this is not a new head, it's like this one, but it's just a new hairdo for when she puts her hair in a ponytail. I don't know why I gave her so much hair. It's just the thing I was doing. I hated this head always. Like, I don't know, you guys, like, don't make paper people. If you do, you would understand that sometimes you just make them a head and you just don't like the way it looks. You could trace one exactly, but it's just something about it is off and you just don't like it. So then I made her again and I really liked her head. And then I made her again because I thought I could make her better. She kind of is. And that's how her hair does. And it was from that to this. Alright, let's see. Kamaji. He's like almost one of the last ones I have. Unless you want to see Chizuru, I'll talk about her in a minute. Okay, when I first made Kamaji, his hair was blue. This weird dark blue mixed with some color. Tan or something. But it also matches this on his cheeks and stuff, and his eyeballs just look terrible. But I changed his hair from blue because my brother has a character with blue hair, my sister has 2 characters with blue hair, and suddenly I noticed that, and I was like, I'm not gonna make another person with blue hair, so I just changed it to purple. These eyes are so crooked, and I hated this head. It was too small. And then I made this head, and oh my fuck, son, would you please fix the sides of your cheeks? My god. His eyes are crooked again. Now, every time I make him, his eyes are crooked. His eyes are kind of crooked. I do notice it. I think I'm just critiquing myself. I'm freaking out. It's like this side's a little bit. Chizuru. See? Okay, here's our new head. It's new from what she used to look like. I changed her hair. I forgot I did put her in this book. So her first head looked like this. She's related to Hitomi. You guys should know if you read my stuff. Then she was in this these days, looked all freaky eyeballs, and then her head got all fat and weird. And then it got a little more normal, and then it got totally normal, and then she grew this year. So she's 14 now, and she looks like that. Bow! That's everybody. Thank you for watching my video. I don't know if that was boring. It's just me talking about original characters, but I thought it'd be interesting because you see how ugly and weird their first heads look like. Amber, I know I showed you once, but you can see a better view. It's not Skype quality camera. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching.